Hello, and welcome. Please remember to like and subscribe. Now that the show is complete, here are my thoughts. Bada's choreography was definitely the best. It looked good with the song, and she pulled it off really well. As for the challenge, the hate went overboard. It was never that serious. Idols were just having fun participating. As for San, the hate was forced. He was the only one who did exactly the way Bada did, from energy control to pace. Subakil deserved so much better. We barely even saw them. The way Manette treated them was so uncalled for. Icons. Their team was well put up. Funky Y never ceases to impress me. Waxy and Yoonji are an amazing duo. They highlight each other so well. And Sarah, she never missed. Girly always slayed. The first part of their megacrew was so iconic. This crew never fails to amaze me. They never missed, but thanks to the bias the Korean audience held, they didn't have a chance to win. All their missions were different from the last. The group chemistry they had was amazing, and it reflected when they performed. Despite JR not having enough people, their megacrew was still nice to watch. A lot of people had way too high expectations. The amount of people that expected the royal family to be there was a lot. Putting that aside, the culture rep was amazing. An advantage the other crews had was the fact that they are Korean. Koreans are known for their loyalty towards their country. I know this sounds like I'm generalizing, but there's no way a show like Manette would let an all-foreign group win on Korean soil. The penalty was bound to come. Jam was the only foreigner crew left. A lot of viewers were questioning why Jam couldn't have a collab with other Korean dance crews. The question is, maybe they did. Who knows? I know Jam wouldn't put themselves to such a disadvantage without looking for another plan. Bada is a queen we've been known. However, without her BB would be nothing. The crew heavily depends on Bada, and that can be taken as either an advantage or disadvantage. Outside from Bada, Lusher is the only one who might manage. Team BB would have been long eliminated if it wasn't for Bada. Their megacrew was unexpected. I didn't think they were gonna go for lyrical. I feel like their timing to choose to do something different was off. Megacrew was supposed to show the strengths that each crew had, so it was risky for them to go for something completely different. Honestly, despite Leah Kim participating, the group didn't stand out to me much. 1 million is such a big name, yet some things were lacking. Their megacrew mission was amazing, but their battles and other performances were meh. They played it too safe sometimes. Their megacrew slayed though. Wolflo were such at a disadvantage considering their strength in battling. We didn't really get the opportunity to see them properly. Most challenges were choreographed, and that was the biggest disadvantage the crew had. Their battles were so good. Their megacrew was alright. I liked the old hip-hop vibe. They relied way too much on props that it was distracting. Their battle with Mannequin wasn't great. Tell me why they put up that whole prop that took them the first 15 seconds of a 40-second battle to set up. They had a lot of potential, but the crew wanted to show their creativity. Their megacrew was fine for me. It was interesting.
Yeah, you know.
It was obvious they were gonna go after Subakil. Aside from the Mina vs. Leah drama, they didn't add much to the show. Deep and Dap was unfortunately overshadowed despite having Mina in the crew. They did alright. Their theme was cool, but, yeah. It was ridiculous how all the other crews undermined Latrice's choreography. They all claimed how simple it was, but none of them, excluding Lusher, could do it. Those same hip movements that were apparently repetitive were the same they couldn't do. The need to always criticize her left off such an icky feeling. Redlic might not have been racist to Latrice, but she used a very common microaggression towards her. Black women getting their body structure used against them as an excuse to victimize the other party has been going on for years. Redlic made it sound as if Latrice only won because of her physique, aka her body structure. She shifted the victory Latrice gained and made people think she only won because of how she's built, disregarding her dance talent. I know a lot of people said that is not what she meant, but it could have easily been taken that way. Redlic should have chosen her words carefully. As for her battles, disappointing. She was all talk but no bite, and at the end, she low-key made herself look weak. I get she's not a great battler, but as a dancer, she should have had a bit more variety. She depended way too much on her hair, and that back bended got redundant. Firstly, the song wasn't the best choice. It was rather repetitive with hardly any dancing parts except the chorus. Secondly, the directing was off. The lighting was so dark we could barely see which crew was performing. The screen time distribution wasn't the best. We hardly saw Jam, Wolf Low and Lady Bounce. Comparing to Cold-Blooded, this was disappointing. In Cold-Blooded we clearly saw everyone and the blending was perfect. Here it felt like 1 million plus friends. Why were 1 million wearing red and not Hwasa? The scene where they all danced together, we could only see them and noon else. I know they won the challenge, but try understanding my point. What I did like is the first that Harry Moo was made Hwasa during the choreography choice. I wasn't expecting it. I had assumed 1 million were gonna win. Putting aside the performances, Bada pulled out the crew without her was empty. It felt like BB mostly won because of their leader, but that's not such a bad thing. Bada led them to victory, and congratulations to them. We've reached the end of the video. Thank y'all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.